All right, now that you've filled in the test administered section, you scroll down and you get to the relevant background information. Now, not everyone does this, so it's definitely voluntary regarding the health and developmental information, but you can click here if there was any complications during pregnancy. It definitely will click soon. And the use of drugs and cigarettes for the mother, that could be discussed as well if that was relevant. The birth weight and ounces, it's a big baby. Duration of pregnancy. So all of these are not mandatory that you fill in because it's going to fill in below. If you want to put it diagnosis, you could put in ADHD, age diagnosed, and you can write a description. These sections, it's not necessary for you to fill in, even with these two as well. So it's up to you and how much information you get. If you have any history of surgeries, you could write that in there. And once again, you scroll up, press this minus button, and there's something going on there, but it does work otherwise, and that fills in here. So next is the classroom performance history. So you can put in different grades if you want to have more sections or things like that. You could unmerge them because this doesn't have a formula, these areas. This does have a formula. It automatically puts in the grade once you put it up above in the demographic section. And also if you wanted to do more of a history, it automatically does for the next grade as well. So that's a pretty neat thing. So you don't have to remember that. There's different history of standardized testing. It's a drop down, you double click and write things like that. You can write in a narrative about that if you'd like. There's a section for attendance history. And let's say if you don't want to put attendance history like that, you would do the click here, and then another option would be to hide it. So right click and then hide row there. Special education history, and all these things can be filled in as well. Drug and alcohol history, let's say if they didn't use drugs, you could just click that button. This is a student interview form. You don't have to follow this either, but if you wanted to, you can ask any of these questions and it will automatically fill in below. So you're good at soccer, for example. And you'd ask other questions, of course, but this is what comes out. There's the teacher input, other provider input, and here you can write in the testing behavior about how the student responded to your testing. And down below is where we have our automated academic achievement reports. So these are the ones available so far. We just put in the Wyatt 4, so we can look at that. And you can put in all of your scores. And there's information about how to do the automated Wyatt, but just to give you a look at how it works. So the percentile is calculated classification. This part where it's highlighted, you'd have to fill it in. And down below, it has strengths and weaknesses. If you have any strengths, you can put that as well. So all that is filled in for you. If the highlighted portions, you can write in anything you'd like to expand, give some more information.